It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Keep 15. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call out against the right defense and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those playoffs, they rallied back from a double-digit deficit, ultimately winning 35-24 and punching their ticket to Miami.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
You ain't got no feet.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Wrap it, wrap it. Wrap it, wrap it. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see none.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D.
And again, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
37 to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
5-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pick out there of 20 yards. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Titans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen. And it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That's out to the left and complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score, Chiefs 21, Titans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. It got his man. Complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The defense shaking their heads. Not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Will Disley, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set for 30. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check 99. Check 3.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that? Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. picked off near the 44. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Titans.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
At the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
At their own 4-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Butker on for the point after.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No.
Those folks, let's throw the big shot right now.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Number 11.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Ball carrier.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A gain of 5.
Second down and 5.
Second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
17 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This time it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Titans are in third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Tannehill. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Taking about 7 yards
I'm going to show you, man.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the... He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have a Titans 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 45, Chiefs 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first. At their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
At the 11-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's moving, boys, moving. Hey, check right. Watch it, 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1-yard line.
Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 20-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Walk right. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Back to throw. Mahomes. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Mecole Hardman, incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 43, 15. Don't say nothing.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
One final try from Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.
Chiefs, 41.
So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Tennessee, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.